So what if I told you that in just 4 months, we launched a construction company that hit $600,000 in revenue just by offering one service? Look at this truck, right? It's probably similar to yours, advertising every service under the sun, like kitchen remodels, bathroom renovations, decks. And I bet you're thinking that actually should work. More services, more opportunities. But here's the truth. This approach is exactly what's keeping you stuck in the endless cycle of barely profitable jobs and constant stress. And I can prove it. So in just 4 months, focusing on only basement developments, we generated 835 qualified leads, booked $600,000 in projects, and built a following of 60,000 people. And most importantly, we commanded 25% margins while others are fighting for 10%. So in this video, I'm going to show you why being a jack of all trades is secretly killing your construction business, the exact 5-step authority specialization system we used to transform from 0 to 600K in just 4 months. And thirdly, how you can implement this in your business within the next 90 days, even if you're currently doing everything under the sun. But before I show you how this works, right, let me ask you a couple of questions. Does your week look something like this? Monday, you're kind of doing a bathroom renovation. Tuesday, maybe some deck repairs. Wednesday, you're installing kitchen cabinet. And Thursday, Thursday, you're running around giving estimates for 3 completely different projects. I mean, you're making money, for sure, but let me show you what that is really costing you. First, think about your truck or garage right now. There are tools everywhere. They're like different materials for every kind of job imaginable. I mean, that's thousands of dollars just sitting right there, in the truck or in the garage. And half of it, you might not use it, or might just use it once a month if you're lucky. But here's something crazier. Let's talk about your pricing. On the bathroom job, you're at 15% margin, because again, that's what the market will bear. Kitchen remodel, maybe down to 12% because there's more competition. But here's the real killer. Most contractors never even realize this is happening. Every time you switch between different kinds of jobs, you're losing about 30% in efficiency. Think about it. You're dealing with different suppliers, coordinating different subcontractors, handling different permits, prepping different tools, and solving completely different problems every single time. But you know what? The money isn't even the worst part. I can probably guess your phone is full of messages like, oh, sorry, I can't make Tommy's game tonight. The job's running long, need to cancel dinner, or won't be home on time. This isn't just about business anymore. This is about your life, your family, and your sanity. And you know what the really tough part is? There's this hidden trap that keeps you stuck in this cycle. Let me show you what I mean. So here is what I call the survival cycle. It may be familiar to you. So here's how it goes. You need work, right? And then you take any job that kind of comes your way. But because you're taking everything, you can't really become great at one thing. And since you're not specialized, you can't really charge premium pricing. So what happens? You need even more jobs to make the same money. And then the cycle just keeps going and going. You know what most contractors think? More services equals more money. It makes sense, right? But let me ask you something. When someone wants a really high-end kitchen, do they go to Home Depot? Or do they go to that specialty kitchen store downtown that only does kitchens? I mean, we all know the answer. And guess what? It's going to be that specialty store. They're charging 40% more than Home Depot for the same materials, the same basic work. But here's what keeps most contractors stuck. This fear, this voice in your head saying, if I don't take every job, I might actually miss out on work. I get it. I had the same fear as well. There's a survey that says specialists consistently make 40% more than the generalists. Not 5% more, 40% more. Think about that. And again, it's not just about the money. The specialists, they're not running around like crazy. They're not stressing about different kinds of jobs. They're not struggling to price their work. They show up every day doing what they're really great at, and then they get paid for it. So the question is, how do you make that switch? How do you go from doing everything to becoming the go-to specialist in your area? Well, that's what I'm going to show you next. So let me introduce you to what we call the authority specialization system. This is what we use to hit 600K in just 4 months, and here's how it works. So step 1 is all about picking your specialty. But here's the thing, we're not just picking what you like to do, we are finding what's actually most profitable in the market. So let me give you an example. When we started our company, everyone told us to do kitchens, bathrooms, the whole deal. But we decided to choose just one thing, and that's just basement development. Nothing else. Nothing else. So people thought we were crazy, you're leaving money on the table. But again, look what happened. Because we only did basements, our material ordering became dead simple. Our trades knew exactly what they were doing. every time, and every estimate followed the same template. And then we knew exactly how long each phase would take. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of being just another contractor, we became the basement specialist in Calgary. And when someone's thinking about the basement renovation, they don't want a generalist, they want the specialist. So now I can probably hear you thinking, okay, you know what, how do I choose my specialty? Again, what we do is we look at three things, right? Which projects make you the most money per day of work? Which ones have the least competition? And then which ones can you systemize the fastest? So for us, the basements actually checked all these boxes. But for you, it might be different. For you, it might be kitchens or extensions or high-end outdoor living spaces. The key is once you pick your specialty, everything else becomes easier. Your marketing becomes clearer, your pricing becomes simpler, and most importantly, your profits get bigger. But again, knowing what to specialize in is just a start. The real magic happens in the implementation. So now let me show you how you can implement that in your business in just 90 days. So the first 2 weeks, that's all about research and picking your specialty. We will analyze your past jobs, look at your market, and find out the sweet spot where the money is. And then in weeks 3 and 4, you can start building out your authority content. Don't worry, you don't need to be a social media guru. There are ways to actually become an authority just by posting educational content about your industry. So look at what we did. We posted simple videos about basement development, right? So this is just me walking around in the basement explaining what we're doing. And then we posted one video that actually explained the cost for the basement. And this post went absolutely viral. 1.5 million views. Why? Because we answered the questions that people were already asking. That's all you need to do, right? You just need to find out the questions that people have in their mind about this project and answer them on social media. And then in weeks 5 through 8, you can now set up your lead generation. So here's what's cool. Because you're now the specialist, your lead cost dropped through the floor because you're not advertising for different services. So what we were able to do is bring down our cost per lead from $30 to $12 per lead. Basically, 30 is what most contractors pay, but we were able to half, almost more than half our lead costs. And by weeks 9 through 12, you can launch your premium service package, and then this is where it all comes together. So again, let me show you what kind of results you can expect. In month 1, you will start seeing better quality leads because they know that you're a specialty in this area. Number 2, your margins start climbing. And then number 3, you're booking projects 30, 40 days out, 3 months out. And by month 4, this is where it gets interesting. We've gone through the same system and we were able to book $50,000 projects or $70,000 basements instead of scrambling for the small $14,000 kitchen remodels or the $10,000 deck repairs. And then the best part about this is we are working with clients that we actually respect our expertise. And then the best perk of all is then we're able to have time to, hang out with the family, go to the kids' soccer games. This is what it's all about. Not you being in the truck 24/7 trying to get projects done. But what we've just shown you is about specialization. It's really powerful, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. Think about it. Having a specialty is great, but you also need a way to become the recognized authority in your area, a system to generate quality leads consistently, and then something that will handle all those leads when they come in automatically. And then the last part is the proven way to close all these deals at premium rates. So that's why we created the complete Contractor Growth Framework. Let me show you what it looks like. So we have the authority protocol. This is how we became the most followed construction company in Calgary with 60,000 followers. Not for vanity, but because it lets us charge those 25% margins. Then we have the unlimited leads framework. This is how we generate leads for $12 each while others are paying $30 to $40. And these aren't tire kickers as well. These people are pre-sold on working with us. And then we also have the AI appointment setting system. So imagine never missing a lead again, even at 5:11 p.m. at night. This system handles everything automatically, so you're not tied to your phone 24/7. And then the last step is the sales script framework, where we can actually convert 20% of our estimates into signed contracts at premium rates. So I've put together a detailed video walking you through this entire framework. It shows you exactly how all these pieces work together to transform your construction business. So click the link below to watch the framework video. I'm going to link it up here as well. And then you see how all these 5 systems work together. The video is free. It's about 20 to 30 minutes long, but I'm sure you get a lot of value from it. The framework is proven. The results are real. The only question is, are you ready to see how this works? See you on the video.